Can
Okay.
start.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kelsey Hughes,
Hi, my name is Jose Salinas.
My name's John Matuzik.
and we go to Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And the Milwaukee Water Council tasked us to create awareness for the growing water challenges that are currently facing humans. This was done through creating an interactive game to display the extent that garbage and pollution affects humans in their day-to-day lives. Our project will address garbage in the surface water of the planets like lakes, rivers, and oceans. It is important to raise awareness about this issue because about 70% of Earth is covered in lakes, oceans, and rivers. Nearly half of all rivers and streams and one-third of all lakes are polluted from an abundance of garbage and wastes. The rise in pollution in these bodies of waters have led to nutrient deprivation, which is fatal to the animals and plants living in these surface water bodies. Therefore, the purpose of our game is to bring awareness to the rising pollution problem through a fun and interactive way. We hope this game will inspire players to do their part to help with the rising pollution problem through educational information.
From the start of our game, we knew we wanted our game to be pixelated using applications like Microsoft Paint. Mentioned in our group previously, we wanted to do a style how Stardew Valley is, where it's a role-playing pixelated game. Um, but in our version, we were going to have a simple backdrop of like a harbor and water place, and we're going to be using a point system of fishing for trash and basing off points of how can you improve the lake with removing trash, or how can you prevent pollution further on, as you'll see demoed by John throughout this video.
So for our game, we created uh, our art. So right here on our game's menu screen, the backdrop is created in a software called Krita. Uh, upon leaving the menu, we have our game background, um, which was also created in Krita, as well as our player sprite. We have simple controls displayed on the screen in the bottom left corner here. Spacebar is to cast. Better bait. You can upgrade your bait for a cost of 5-point reduction on your score to increase your odds of catching fish. And you can reel in your line by pressing left control once you have something on your line. How our game works is uh, when you cast, you have a chance to catch either a fish or garbage, but as time progresses, more garbage ends up in the oceans and lakes. So in our game, as time goes on, it becomes harder to catch fish as more garbage enters the water. If you manage to catch all the garbage out of the water, and the garbage in the top left here is 0, you can only catch fish. But while there's garbage in the water, uh, it becomes increasingly difficult to catch fish. So once we start playing the game, you hit space to cast, you got a little bobber, and you wait until you have a bite. When the bobber submerges, you can reel it in, and right there you can see the game's there was no garbage in the water, so we got a fish, but also because of our RNG algorithm we have in here, the difficulty increased, and as the difficulty increased, more garbage was added to the water. So when we fish again, we're going to have a chance to catch either fish or garbage. And since there's quite a bit of garbage, there's a good chance we'll catch garbage, yep. And once we get to a score of 5, we could decrease the difficulty by upgrading our bait, uh, allowing us to catch more fish.